Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Chris D Redefined, and sitting on my veranda again, but closer to sunset. It's cooled off. It's been really hot here in Lisbon this week, as if you've been following my channel, you've seen. Today I wanted to talk to you about something. I've got several friends who are estranged parents just like me, and they will reach out to me sometimes. We'll touch base and they'll say, my daughter's birthday's coming up, or she's going to be 18 soon. I'm going to reach out to her. What do you think? And I have come to learn that there's only one way to really reach out to your child when you're estranged, and that's if you have let go of the result. And what does that mean? To me, when you reach out to your child, whether it's on social media, whether you send an email, whether you send a card, old-fashioned way through the mail, whether you try to call them, if you reach out and there's no response, what is your response? And so obviously, if there's no response, there's a part of you that's disappointed. As a parent, you love your child, you want to be in connection with them, so of course you're going to be disappointed if you don't get a result. But if not getting a response really turns you inside out and makes you super depressed or super angry, then you know that your intent when you reached out to your child, your intent was to get some sort of validation from them. That response was needed by you. And of course you want them to respond, but what I mean by that is, if you are only reaching out to your child to get that response, then your intent to reach out wasn't pure. And what does that mean, wasn't pure? It means it's taken me it's been almost 6 years since my son has left me, and I have seen him in person about 7 times in the 6 years since we've separated. How many times I've reached out to him via text or email? It's hundreds. But it took me a couple years to learn that when I reach out, it's just to tell him I love him, and just to either make him smile or to let him know that I care about him and that I love him. It's not for him to reach back out to me. And when I let go of that result, that means when I don't get one, sure, I'm like, oh, okay, he didn't respond. But that's literally what I do. I just go, he didn't respond. I'll just reach out to him next week or next month. No big deal. And it really became that. My own family, especially my mother, would be like, well, did he respond? Did he say anything back? What do you think you should do? And I just kind of said, well, you seem more attached to the response than me, Mom. I just wanted, if he opens up my emails or texts, I just want him to know that I love him and that he's always in my heart. That's all. If he doesn't respond, then he doesn't respond. That means he's not ready, and I'm okay with that. And I really am okay with that. And that being said, I do want to share with you that about 7 weeks ago, I think it's 6 or 7, I did, for the very first time in 3 years, I got a response back from him. I have been terrified. If you've watched the earlier episode, I've been terrified about my son's safety regarding ice, and I'm afraid he's going to get swept up in some ice raid. It's my worst nightmare in the world. And so I've reached out to him several times in this past 7 weeks telling him how to protect yourself, what to do. Here are your phone numbers. Here's your senator's number. He's a Democrat. He can help you if you get swept up. Have your friends call him. Here is the closest. I think I know where he lives about, so I have, given him the phone number and contact email for a civil rights attorney in his neighborhood. I've also given him the 1-800 number to the ACLU Urgent Action Hotline. And so I have done all these things, and he finally, I think after the 6th email about all of this, he finally responded. And it's the first time I've heard from him in 3 years, I think. 3 years. Yeah, I believe so. It's the first time I've had contact with him response back from him in 3 years. And he said, "Thanks for all this info. I'm alive and well." And I was ecstatic. Not because, of course, because he answered me back, but because I knew he was safe. And I knew he hadn't blocked my email, not for an emotional reason, but for a reason of, okay, I at least can convey something important to him. If something happens, I know I can connect with him. And that's really all that mattered to me. So when friends reach out to me and say, "Chris, do you think I should reach out to my daughter? Do you think I should reach out to my son? It's their birthday coming up, or it's an anniversary or a special day coming up. Do you think I should send a present?" I always ask them, "Well, what's your intent? Will you become really upset if your child doesn't respond?" And if you can say, "I'll be okay, I just want to send him or her something," then I say, go ahead and do it. If you feel peace in your heart that you're sending something and you have no attachment to the result, then it's the right thing to do. So send it, because you're sending it out of love. And as long as you're doing something out of love, and sheerly out of love, it's the right thing to do. And so that's my answer. If you really feel in your heart, I just want them to know I love them, and I don't care if they respond or not, then yes, go out there and reach out to your child and send them a gift, or send them the email, send them the text, send them the message via social media that you want to send. But again, make sure that it is disconnected from how you'll feel from about the result. All right, thanks for tuning in to my channel, Chris D Redefined, and I hope you found this helpful. Please hit subscribe, that's right there below, and we'll see what my next video will bring to you. Thanks so much for tuning in.